sharing the wealth. All week here on The Report, we'll be taking a look at different ways that you can share the wealth with loved ones in your life. You know, one of the newest trends is now estate planning, and many relatives are basically giving while living. Rather than waiting until the money is handed down in an inheritance, why not watch your family enjoy that money and watch how they put it to good use while you're still alive to see it happen? Let's talk about the concept of that. Joining me now to talk about this is Jennifer Brandt, who's an attorney from the law firm of Cozen O'Connor. Attorney Brandt, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Art.
First of all, let's just start with the basics. Give me the pros for giving while living.
Well, you know, you don't have to be super rich to do it, and it's a way for you to see your wealth spread out among your relatives, family members, and see them enjoy it now and reap the benefits from it now, rather than when you're deceased. You won't know what happens then.
Is this becoming more and more popular?
It is. It is becoming more and more popular as people are saving money, or they're getting more money from the increase in real estate from their homes. And now they feel like, well, you know, maybe I'll spread it around a little bit. An individual can give up to $12,000 a year without triggering any gift tax. And so if a married couple, they can give $24,000 to a relative or a family member. And so people are doing it. So
the tax consequence, I'm sure, would be a major question that a lot of people would want to have some clarity on.
That's right.
But let's play out this scenario. Typically, people give in a will because they've used that money themselves, you know, and then when they're gone, they say, look, for family members, you take what's left. In this case, you're giving while you're still alive, but how much do you know that you can give because you're still using your money to live for yourself? Where's the priority here?
That's right. And so that is, if there is a downside to it, that is the downside, because you really don't know. And you want to be a little bit careful about that, because with life expectancies increasing and people living into their 80s, 90s, you don't know. You may need that money for assisted care in the future. So you have to be careful. You can give some away, but you need to reserve enough that you may need if you have to go into some kind of assisted care facility or need some help at home.
Is there a way to structure that? I would imagine, like any financial planning, you can probably find a way to structure that in such a way that that it makes sense, you know, so that you kind of know where you are in the process, and so that you don't deplenish all of your own funds, but you've siphoned off enough that you can do this.
That's right. That's where a good lawyer, a estate tax planner gets involved and helps you put together a plan that's going to be best for you, where you feel that you have enough comfort in giving away some of your assets, but preserving enough so that you may need it in the future. If you need it in the future, it'll be there. So,
but again, though, this is something that people should be considering or may want to consider, given their circumstances, obviously.
That's right. That's right. It's a great idea because, as I said, you can see the wealth being enjoyed. And, you know, you also can give, you can pay tuition or medical expenses on behalf of a relative without triggering any gift tax. So some grandparents now are paying tuition for their grandchildren, which is a great help, and the grandchildren can see the benefit from it and the grandparents are around to thank them and, you know, enjoy that.
Well, this may be beyond your scope, but this does perhaps present the possibility of family squabbles, because if the person is dead and gone, they don't have to deal with lingering after effects of people saying, wait a minute, is this all I get?
That's right.
You know, but so if you're still alive and they say, is this all I get? Then you got to deal with that.
Yeah, that is a problem, Art.
In my family, I'd say take it or leave it.
That's right. The problem with giving while living is that it can create an expectancy, and your relatives may say, well, where's my gift this year, and why am I not getting my money? So that can create a bit of tension, and also they may then say, well, you know, give me the money and I want to use it for a certain purpose, which you might not think is appropriate. But a gift is a gift, Art, and you really can't say how it should be used. So there are definitely some problems with giving it away while you're alive.
All right. Well, we've kind of laid out the case, pro and con, and people can follow it as they choose to. That's Attorney Jennifer Brandt. Thank you very much. And by the way, I'd just like to say that Attorney Brandt will be back with us again tomorrow as she'll continue to talk about how and when to make your will and the do's and don'ts of what to put in such a document. That's coming on as we continue our week-long series of Sharing Your Wealth, and we hope that you'll stay tuned.